Hello everyone, it's Nan. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing great. Here with a little project. I purchased some wrapping paper over at the $1 store, and inside the roll, it's a big tube. This is what came inside, rolled as the tube with the wrapping paper around it. Perfect craft paper to create something. So here we go. Before I go any further, just wanted to show you what I created out of that craft paper that came inside of the wrapping paper. I decided to create this. It has a little flap in the front, few little tags inside, little piece of paper, and let's see how I can replicate this. So what I'm going to do now is I took the same one that I created and I laid it down on the craft paper and just traced the outline. So that's what you're going to see. It's folded. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out. And it will give me the main piece. There we go. And the paper can be used to create several more. And so what you have is a flap, basically. So to create the flap, what I did was I used one of these pre-made cards that I have in my stash. And just basically placed it where I wanted the flap to open, keeping in mind to make sure the edges are close in width. I did not measure with a ruler. I just went ahead and eyeballed like I usually do. And then what I did was I traced around the outer part, and that's going to give me the little flap. The hardest part is in the whole project actually cutting this out to perfection. So what I'm using to cut the flap is my craft knife. So I'm just going to cut 3 edges and maybe a little in on the edges here, and just keep the knife at an angle. Follow your pencil mark all the way down and hope it comes out perfect. And please forgive my nails. I am in desperate need of a manicure. And just go straight. Turn your corner. And straight up. And around just a little. So that flap will bend up. Let's see if I need to cut any more up on the top, and that is good. So if you have any edges that are not perfect, you can just take your scissor and go around gently and fix what does not look perfect. And you can also do the same for these edges. Just take your scissor it's not easy, but it can be done. Okay, let me go ahead and fold that up. What I can do is you can take a piece of washi tape just to hold it here for a sec while you go through the inner part. And here we go, the flap didn't stay up, but it will. Okay. And just cut those lines straight. Perfect. It'll work, just take your time. And just go around the edge very carefully. And that is a go. So now what we can do before we actually decorate it is add some glue here across the top. Not too much, you don't need to use that much. Down the side and across the bottom. Because whatever picture you choose to slip into this, you can slip it in through the side. And just hold it down a bit because this roll was folded in several manners, so it will pop up until the glue adheres very well. I think I'm going to use this pretty floral washi. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. There's one. I'm going to put one down right here. And of course, I'm going to need extra in the middle. There's two. Whoops. There's two. And an extra one in the middle. And then what you can do is just fold it over. Fold it over in the back. And work on this one here. And another piece. But here what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip here on this corner and snip on this corner and do the same on the other side. I do have a lot, so I can cut some down. Snip on both edges. And I'm not worried about the back because it's going to go glued down on the page in my junk journal. So there's your top. And then we're going to work on the side here. Make sure that we're close to the edge. And straight down. Let's see if that's right. It sure is. It doesn't go out too far, so I'm going to add an extra strip so that it will hold that one in place also. Oops, having an issue with my washi. Okay, so you can just come out a little bit. And do the same in the back. Snip, snip. And of course you can use any washi of your choosing, any picture, any you can decorate it any way you like. This is just an idea I came up with while I was unwrapping some paper to create a page. So you lift that side up, and then you bring this over. And it's starting to look like a pretty picture frame with flap. So then we are going to do it's kind of hard for me to see in this position. I'm usually standing when I create. Okay. And there we go. Let's make sure that flap is not obstructed by the washi in lifting it. So then we can add another piece here, just for extra support. And then cut the excess off. I know I could be using less washi if I want to, but just for the sake of the video, I'm using a little more so that I'm actually covering the whole thing. And there is the frame. Not complicated. Oh, you know what I did? I ended up closing this side with the washi. So let's see here. All we have to do is pull the washi back. Simple. Mistakes are made sometimes when you're creating your items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with my X-Acto knife and save this baby. And okay, let me cut this up here one more time so you can see that the opening is still there. Oops. And since I did make a mistake there, I'm just going to go ahead and add another piece. I don't have any particular tool that would actually cut this sort of a frame out for me, so it's working with what I have and creating. There we go. It's closed in the bottom, open here. You can slip your picture in there, and now for the next process. And now to give it its final touches, I'm going to, I decided on some music paper. So what I'm going to do there is I am going to add stick glue in the back. And this is a piece of scrap that I had. As you can see, it's part of a jelly print. But it works for me because this is going in my personal journal. Okay, now I'm going to use this washi. It actually says grace, love, patience, and trust. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top and over the part that bends on the flap. That just gives it a little support up on the top. And then what I've chosen to decorate around the music paper is some birds. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby this past week. I loved it. I had not seen it before. Just has a wide variety of birds on there. And they had the 50% off. And I grabbed it. So let's see. I think I'm going to add 2 birds on there. I'm going to add this one at an angle. Oh, that's pretty. Looks a lot nicer on music paper. And let's see which other one. This one looks like that one, but they both seem to be going in the same direction, which is okay. I think I will use that one. Just make it go in an upward angle. And what I can do is, I'd like to add a musical note on there. So I can just put it right here. And then here at the bottom, as I did with the other card, I'm going to add this paper, which is also a piece of scrap, and a piece of the same music I added to the top. Just pull it over so that it goes, might have to cut off a little here, but so that it goes over slightly. And you can use just about any type of paper to decorate this. I'm pretty much using what I have in my stash to decorate this. It's a picture frame, basically. Picture frame with a flap window. So, and down at the bottom, I'm not sure yet what I want to put there, which I'll probably put a verse or a word. You can also add more paper there, make a small cluster and add it on there. Let's see, maybe I can add some music on there. Let's try that. Oh, some little stickers on there too will make it look nice. And then maybe one more on the other side. But up more to the top. And there we go. Gorgeous. Simple. On how to make a flap window frame. This one with the flower and butterflies. This is a picture that I cut out of a book, Painting by Monet. The 2 tags in the paper. Can also add something here if I choose to. And this one I already went and added the picture on the inside of a little girl with her horse. I love horses. I've never ridden one, but I do love horses. And then just added a few tags inside, a little paper so that I can write a sentiment on there. And you can glue it just about to any page. If you'd like to add a paper clip in the back, clip it onto the page. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you where it's going to go in my book. And look at this baby. It's almost done. Okay, this is where I wanted to put it. It's going to go on this side of my page. So what I'm going to need is a little thicker glue. It's still Elmer's. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back of the card liberally. Please be careful when using your cutter to cut the flap out. You can easily cut a finger doing that. So just take your time, be patient with it. And then just turn it over. And voila. There is my page. I added these stickers that I got from Amazon. This flower also, I think they're called Mo Card if I'm not mistaken. Pepper Studio. Butterfly Washi. Then in the package for these flowers, there's a card, the design on the back. I just took the card and cut the flower out, and I'm going to write on the back of it if I choose to. And then on the bottom of this flap, I'm going to add a piece of paper also with sentiments on it. I just folded this map inward to make it, to have 2 pockets, top and bottom. That's it. And there is my page. And if I choose, I can add this on another page. Look how pretty that looks. So thank you for joining me. God bless you all, and I'll see you pretty soon. I'm not absent. I just wasn't feeling good. And here I am again, saying thank you to those who are watching, those who are supporting my channel. If you haven't subscribed and you like what I'm showing, subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a good one. Till the next one. Bye-bye.